I'm eager to hear Jarmo Kekalainen speak tomorrow. We haven't heard from him that much really at all.
No, I actually heard him on a podcast a couple of days ago. Darren Millard and John Shannon he did a couple of minutes with.
Okay.
And he did kind of point to, like, yeah, I don't need to do nothing here. Like, perfectly comfortable going for it. We have a team that's capable of winning, so... And clearly by who he's trying to trade for, I think that's being shown.
Before we get to the shots of audio, here's a question we could have been asking and maybe should have been asking all day. What's the best case to make to Colton Parayko? Ready? Ready? Hold on. Ring, ring, ring. It's your phone. Hello? Hey, Sneaky Joe. It's Colton Parayko. How do you like it up there? Should I move there for 4 years? What's your selling point?
Listen, you're going to love the fall.
Okay.
You're going to love the fall. Ever watch lacrosse before?
It's big here.
You could probably just show him the pop in the crowd when the Sabres walked out of the tunnel the other night. That would probably be about all you need.
He is an Alberta kid that went to college in Alaska.
Yes.
So he might be into
Fishing,
hunting.
nature. Yeah, like take a little day trip out to Letchworth, maybe.
Send him the video of the crack in Lake Erie, so he might be able to get some ice fishing in.
There you go.
If he's from Alaska. Or was there.
He went to school in Alaska.
Went to school there.
Yeah. Alaska Fairbanks is where he played college hockey.
Isn't the best case, like I feel like I've heard NHL players say this, like you could sell your house and get a house 3 times as big.
That's true.
Basically. Just move and come here.
Would that be true compared to St. Louis?
Compared to most places,
Yeah.
it can be true.
Yep.
I don't know. Good luck. Colton Parayko.
Feels bad that it hasn't happened yet, right?
I am right on the fence. I don't know. I want to say that it's not. That if he really was against it, it would already be over.
Right.
He would have just said, "I'm going
he
to
would say
Buffalo." Until the agent would have shot it down. That happened. Remember when Kevin Weeks reported during the Eichel trade saga that Matthew Tkachuk was like part of an offer, and within minutes, Tkachuk's agent was out there like, he is not going to Buffalo. This is not a trade that's happening. If you are really dead set against it, you could have killed this. What time is it? 9? When did the trade rumor? Like 2 o'clock? You could have shot this down 12 hours ago, 16 hours ago.
Yeah. It's a good point.
The other thing about it is, I always like to point out, we don't know what we don't know. Mm-hmm. There could be 7 current NHL deals waiting for a player to approve a waiving of a no move. And this is just one of the 7. This is the only one that was just reported prematurely.
Well, there was a Utah one yesterday that was reported, right?
Utah with Uyghur and the Myers thing took a week.
Yeah, they reported it that Uyghur was getting traded and it was hours before it was, okay, he's going to waive.
Right. And Tyler Myers got traded yesterday, and it was reported he was going to Detroit a week ago.
Yeah.
It's a weird... Insiders getting greedy, apparently. I don't know what's going on with them, but they got to maybe pump the brakes a little.
All right, let's get to shots of audio brought to you by Outlet Liquor. Joe Cali delivers us some of the best audio from around the sports world and nearly anywhere. So it's Outlet Liquor's best shots of audio, powered by Outlet Liquor. When you need to stock up, it's a place to buy a case. What's your outlet? Take it away, friend of arborists, Joe Cali.
Well, there's a lot. The line outside the door is like halfway down the street at this point. Lots of audio circulating this week, so we had to comb through it all. Yeah. We've talked about nicknames at different points for the players and everything like that, and what appropriate time to use it. A referee got involved in the NBA here. It speaks for itself. Here we go.
After review, it has been determined that after the whistle blew, the contact by the Joker is marginal and does not rise to the level of unsportsmanlike. SGA throws the ball. That is an unsportsmanlike act. The technical foul on SGA. It'll be
SGA, I get, because the name's super long, all of that.
I'm into all of it. I think it's great.
The Joker?
The Joker.
100%.
The contact by the Joker does not
totally into it.
Yeah. So good.
That is awesome.
That's awesome, yeah.
You want NFL refs to start doing it?
Speaking of SGA, I really need the Bills to have a player with a 3-letter name. I want that. JFM, John Franklin Myers. Let's go for it. I want one of those.
JSN.
Like JSN, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I want a 3-letter guy.
CMC. It's a good one.
Sure.
CMC.
It's a sign of a good team.
KCC.
Yeah, but we found out he's not KC Concepcion. He's Kevin
know.
Concepcion. They call him KC.
I know.
That puts a wrench in that.
Like, who's the guy, the linebacker from the Browns, Jeremiah?
I'm not gonna have the Browns.
The Brown. I know.
linebacker.
I'm into like third pair defenseman right now.
Yeah.
I gotta switch. Hold on. Let me turn on the Browns linebacker
Yeah.
switch.
Yeah. Transfer
The guy who went to
consciousness.
Notre Dame.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koromoa.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
JOK.
Okay. Wait. Did you already say this? John Franklin Myers.
Yeah, JFM.
Yeah.
JFM.
JFM. Let's get one of those. Yeah. It's cool.
It is cool.
I'm all in. Come on.
I like it.
Got to get someone over
I
here.
would also support.
Joshua Hines Allen.
Yeah, he doesn't actually go by JHA.
JHA.
Is it?
It's not a great letter combo for the three-letter nickname.
That's right. It's not. I would also support all nicknames by referees. Like, if Greg Rousseau jumps offside, like
Penalty. 15-yard
Groot.
penalty.
Groot offside,
Groot.
Yes.
The Snowman for Deion Dawkins.
Holding.
Yeah.
Snowman.
That's good.
All right, maybe it's not a good idea.
What did we do?
don't
What
know.
are Allen's again?
None of them are real.
None of them are
The
real.
Winter
No one
Soldier.
calls
You
him
can't
the
call
Winter
it
Soldier.
Intentional grounding. The Winter Soldier.
Just play the chime from the movie at
Oh.
max volume.
Yeah, his
there,
three
yeah.
nicknames on Pro Football Reference are General, JA-17,
General.
and the Winter Soldier.
The
Winter
best,
Soldier.
the best nickname he ever got is one that we don't use enough, and that's, I think, Mosh Allen.
Mosh?
Yeah, like when he
Mosh Allen.
remember when he like
Mosh
jumps
pit.
over
Yeah,
dudes,
yeah,
he
yeah.
slams into dudes like he's in a mosh pit. Like oh, he's entered
pretty-
Mosh Allen mode.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
The Josh Allen hat trick, I like that also quite a bit.
Player
Yarmo
nicknames.
Kekalainen media availability coming up tomorrow, 4 p.m. All right, sorry, false alarm.
That's your normal deadline.
I saw the email just came
Availability.
through from Sabres
Yeah.
PR and thought like, ooh,
We got something.
if there was an announcement of availability today, then
Yeah.
maybe that would be an indication the trade. All right.
That also doesn't have to be at 4. Every year they announce that, and like sometimes they'll meet at 5 if
Right.
there's still deadline things
Right.
happening.
That's planned to hear from the GM tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay. All right, Joe Kelly, what do you got next?
Speaking of the Sabres, the Olympic trip, Tage Thompson kind of went into it on Sabres Live. He had an interesting fix to the bed situation, though.
I think it kind of humbles you and brings you back to, simpler times. The beds were probably the size of this table, maybe a little shorter, but just as wide.
Not the feet extending like
yeah.
half your leg, like
Yeah,
from
yeah.
your knees out.
Eichel is my roommate. He made a joke. He had one against the wall over there, and mine was against this wall, and we had a little mini fridge and microwave at the end of my bed.
Yeah.
And so I just opened the microwave and put my feet in there as a little extension. But
Microwave is the bed extension.
I like it.
I've been there staying in dorms for hockey tournaments.
Oh, I can imagine.
The beds are like half the size they need
Yeah.
to be to fit a guy as big as me or Thompson. It's bad scene.
Olympics do better than that, though, right?
No.
I mean, they had cardboard beds like in the Summer Olympics a couple of years ago.
But if you know athletes are coming that are tall, will they do that for the USA basketball team in 2 years?
I think that was a thing when they went.
They didn't have
it was
longer
like-
beds for the basketball tournament when the whole sport is
don't know.
filled with guys that are taller than Tage.
It would seem foolish.
Yeah. Stick the little cardboard twin bed down there for them. But
You're telling me Wembanyama is on a bed that's the same size as the one Thompson is?
That does.
I don't
sound
believe
absurd.
it.
No, I mean, it can't be true. We'll have to wait and see for the Summer Olympics. But up next, Paul Maurice, not really happy with how the Panthers have been performing. We were talking about Bobrovsky earlier today. Has an idea for him.
You can't play that game. Nobody plays that game and wins, so I don't like it.
Your goaltender's bailing you out. That's the good news.
Bobo's been fantastic, so we just got to get the rest of them. Maybe I'll get him up the ice in the middle, see if he can toe drag. He's the only guy with hands tonight.
He's got pretty good hands.
Bob, get up the ice.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, I think the funniest part of that is that he did that while on the bench.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, his players are right in front of him. And
Immediately
he's
in
like,
front.
yeah, Bobrovsky's the only one who showed up tonight.
Kachuk's sitting there and he hears behind him Maurice. He's like, Bob, get up. That's got to be a wake up call. Mm-hmm. That had to be half the reason he did it. It was like, I'm going to yell at, make these guys know I'm mad at them.
No, probably.
I mean, he's been mad every night.
yeah.
I mean,
It's a regular occurrence at this point.
that's tough.
We're going to stay in the NHL. Trocheck was approached with the possibility of a trade and, what would it be like? And his son had a pretty fun response that he tells us here.
How did they take it when you had the conversation with them?
My daughter has no idea what's going on. And my son was like, "Well, I'll stay because I have a hockey team here." I didn't get traded, and I'm like, It's a good point.
Son's like, I didn't get traded. Not going anywhere.
Keep an apartment for the little guy. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Got a couple more here. This one came out of the Spit and Chicklets podcast. Rob Ray, Razor, he's taken some credit for the Sabres' success. Here's why.
Their success this year has got nothing to do with Yarmo or the way they're playing or anything. It's all, I did it. I was in Italy this summer, and I saw the Pope like 10 feet from me, and I'm standing there with my daughter, and I yell at him. It's really quiet, right? When he's driving around in this truck, and he's blessing babies and that. He's like 10 feet from me, and I'm standing there with my daughter, and it was quiet, and I yelled, "Pray for the Sabres. We need all the help we can get." And he looked at me, smiled, and waved, and he took off. So I'm taking credit for it.
The Pope.
Rob.
I like that
Makes
story.
sense.
And then the story goes on. He says, like, my daughter said, "You're such an idiot." And Rob's like, "Yeah, but everything else in my life is good. It's only the Sabres that need the help."
Right.
Then he said, "And I get paid by the game." And his daughter
That
was
was
like,
funny.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Then, you know what? Actually, that's fine then.
Couple good arguments there.
Good for Rob getting good for the Sabres for getting Rob out there for that kind of a show. A lot of people don't know that he's that funny.
And thanks to the Pope.
Right.
He gets paid by the game. Is MSG going to have playoff games? How does that work?
He'll be on the radio.
Yeah.
He'll be on the radio. Right.
Yeah.
It's got something
He'll
going
be on here. But aren't all the playoff games nationally televised now?
Yes.
Which didn't used to be the case. Because I would watch the games and it was RJ. Not like all the way through. Like by the time you got to the second round, maybe that was over.
I feel like I have to ask this question. The Sabres are playing the Penguins tonight. Is it either A, outdoors, or is it on national television? Because the Penguins, anytime you're playing the Penguins, it's like 50-50. You're going to be playing in a stadium somewhere. It's just regular arena tonight? Okay.
I believe so.
I've got one more.
Okay.
This one jumped the line, blasted past the bouncer early this morning.
So people have been talking about Max Crosby and the Raiders and how we could get him. And I think there's a way, and it's a very, very highly unlikely way, and it's trading Josh Allen for the number one pick, Max Crosby, and whatever else.
I don't know.
I mean, I know. The answer to that is without a doubt no.
No.
Of course not.
No.
Never. I think it's among the worst ideas I've ever heard.
Among?
I've heard worse. I have heard worse.
Have you? What's worse?
Yeah, what?
Worse ideas than that?
Yeah.
It's my favorite shot of audio right there.
Somebody out there probably said we should cut him at some point.
People wanted him to put back there on Hail Marys.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's worse than trading him?
No, it's among the worst. At least I'm getting a return if there's a trade. Right. Worst. What's the worst idea we've ever had? What's the worst idea a Buffalo sports team has ever had?
Oh.
Wait, the worst idea. Oh, you mean just like
Ville Leno? I feel like I knew that from the start. Bad idea. Bad idea.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Like it's got to be at the time.
My immediate
too.
reaction to when they signed Ville Leno was,
uh-oh.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, they say he can play center. That's one of those times where the team that you like does a thing, and you're like, well, that's not what you need. Like, what if we just said that he could do the thing that we need? Think of him like a center. What? No. Why would I do that? Mm-hmm. What else? Worst ideas ever.
I mean, Ralph Kruger.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
But not when it happened, right?
The good old reverse Ted Lasso.
Shouldn't we have seen it when it happened? I mean, what were we?
Well, the worst idea was to bring him back for a second season.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Same with Phil Housley.
Because I'm thinking more of ideas where like you knew right at the time, like, oh, this is
all right.
Not
How about that Turnberger Sabres jersey?
Yeah, that was a bad one.
Right away, everybody knew like that's not good.
That's true. That was a bad jersey. I saw someone in the crowd the other night with that jersey, Vanek on the back, and thought like, you need help. That can't. And I'm like, he wore that jersey. We let him wear that jersey, and then I found a picture of him and Miller wearing the jersey.
Oh man,
how'd they let that happen?
That's
the one thing I don't need to ever be brought back like vintage. We did it with the goat head. The slug, it's starting to happen.
Yeah, we got to get that.
The slug logo is becoming a fashion
it's
item.
Becoming a cult classic.
Yep.
Yeah.